So this morning when I came here for the interview, I was a little bit intimidated because I'm like, these four filmmakers, not too many common threads in your style of filmmaking, but clearly I was wrong because you guys seem to get along like a house on fire.
Yeah. We built a house and Divakar put it on fire.
Destroyed us.
So I want to know, does this go on all day when all four of you are together? This banter that you all play off each other?
Yeah, I mean, otherwise it wouldn't be.
It's
yeah.
actually two men who desire Zoya and I protect her. That's what happens. That's what happens. Zoya is the object of their desire and I'm her grand
We have like
protector.
objectified Zoya
Yeah.
in
Can you
today's day and age. Imagine.
Okay.
So that's how bored we are.
They have a lustful relationship.
Okay, I'm going to come back to the film, but I want to because I don't know how to take that conversation.
Back is the right way to
No, but before all four of you all came together on Bombay Talkies, I want to know, what did you all think of each other's style of filmmaking? Since, well, there's very few common threads, like we said earlier.
I actually, and I have told this to Divakar, I loved all three of his films. Absolutely loved each one. I found them unique and different from each other. And pre-Anurag Angst and post-Anurag Angst, I have always loved Anurag's films because I think that he's truly the voice of India in his films, and yet I think there is something always edgy and gritty in the. And I loved Dev D. When I saw Dev D, I wanted to go and give him a big hug wherever he was in this
that
world.
film was...
I mean, I loved it. I loved the way he totally made that film seem so ethnic and yet so contemporary at the same time. So both of these, I think, are exceptionally prolific minds. With Zoya, I have a personal love story going.
You also have a love story.
Yeah, but mine is more.
Zoya is like the lucky woman
Mine is
here.
maternal, paternal, fraternal. It's the good side of love. I've known her since we were 5 years old, and so I think
But
that
you've
Zoya.
known half the industry since they were 5 years old.
No, but you know, Zoya, I really known when she was 5. The others we lie about because they make better interviews and, you know, people like to talk about their childhood, etc. But Zoya and I really are childhood friends. I mean, we have known each other. We have literally played with each other.
This is the most
sense of the
pavitra
word.
pyar. The only thing that they did was they played doctor.
So, I mean,
No, we didn't.
we didn't play like that with each other. We played like hand holding like
Yeah,
this.
we held
like,
hands,
we
ate
walked.
chocolates together.
Yeah, we did many things.
We were on,
Burger and Shikar?
never.
No, we were never so
Never.
much.
We were not there. And we weren't so we had toys.
You played Shikar, no? Ladai,
Gar Gar.
Ladai.
What is Shikar Shikar?
I've heard of house. What is this?
House.
Gargar is house, and Shikar is when you go on a hunt and kill animals. I used to play it with a friend of mine.
We had toys
Dibakar, what animals did you all
and
have?
video
Really nice.
games.
I
Yeah.
have not
And where
praised
were you
Zoya's
living?
movie. I can't only praise Dibakar and Anurag. I have to tell you that
sorry,
had she even made a substandard film, I would have loved it. But she gladly didn't. She made two wonderful films, both of them. In fact, I think I had a meltdown after Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. I don't know why. I walked out believing that it was some kind of a catharsis that had been through. I have cried. I think I nearly made her cry on the phone also. I don't know what happened to me. I was feeling so much love. That happens to me when I see a good film. I feel I own it. Like, there are certain experiences I've had in cinema halls where I've seen films and loved, and I suddenly want to take charge of that film because I feel so bad I'm not a part of it. Like, and I suddenly, that's my only way of taking charge is by going on and on talking about it to the whole world, because then I feel like I own it. It's happened to me with all their individual films, you know. So, for me, this coming together of these minds, including mine, is actually a very liberating feeling, and I think it's a great sense to be part of this, absolutely what I think is what Dibakar called a very prestigious club.
So yes, Karan's been so kind. You know, what did you think of the rest of them? I mean, they started
I mean, they are all three of them are they're very different from each other, and they are all filmmakers whose films I watch and I'm like, man, I could never do that. You know, all of them. They all have that quality in very different ways, where it's unabashed in their own way. It's over the top in their own way. It's crazy in their own, and it's very different. But it's the quality that all three of them have. I don't possess at all. And so you always are left going, man, I couldn't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With their feelings. So sometimes you're exhilarated and you're a little jealous. You know, you go through
Whose
and you
films have
love
you
them.
been jealous of? Like, you know, a particular film came on, you're
I
like,
was
man.
very, very jealous of Black Friday. Very. I mean, not in a bad way. I love him and he knows that. But it just, it really did something to me. I think if I have to pick one, yeah.
Anurag, what about you? Could you ever see yourself making a Karan Johar kind of film? Like a Kuch Kuch Hota Hai?
The film that Karan Johar has made.
Yeah,
for
like I'm
Bombay
just talking about
Talkies,
styles of filmmaking. Yeah, so, like for example, could you imagine making Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham?
I cannot make a film like say Kuch Kuch Hota Hai or Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. But in the zone of Kal Ho Na Ho, definitely, yes. But you know, for me, the film, my favorite Karan Johar film is this one. Because you know, he's just done something that completely blew my socks off. For me, he's complete, because you know, judging Karan from his films, early films, when I used to see, I used to form an opinion about him. Then I met the person. Then I met the person and he was completely polar opposite. Somebody else, in the sense, I have not laughed so much the first time I met him. And then it's just this incredible quality about him which I've always complained that, why don't I see that in your film? And suddenly you come in here and you discover that, and then you slowly understand the person. You understand the person, where is he coming from, the responsibility he takes on. I've always been an irresponsible producer. You know, I never took on the responsibility of the producer on my head. I just went and did my own thing. I had that freedom. And that freedom was given to me. He's never given that freedom. The moment he's given that freedom in this film, you see a new Karan Johar. He's completely free, liberated. He's made the bravest film, I think, amongst all four of us. And that is it. With Diwakar and me, we come from the same zone. We never had money to make films. So we figured our own way of making the maximum out of littlest we had.
Right.
And it's always conditioning. All four of us is conditioning. Zoya, I have a very special love for. And like both
Everyone
of them,
has a special corner for
नहीं, मुझे
Zoya.
criticize कर.
special love for Zoya. इसका
He
criticism तो बाद
praises
में.
them and then he criticizes it. Correct?
I have special love for Zoya. I love Luck
He
by
just
Chance.
ignored you, Diwakar.
Don't criticize him.
Diwakar, I have other
Ah,
issues. I love Diwakar as a filmmaker. And Diwakar, I think, is quite mental. I think Diwakar is slightly, I do my own therapy, trying to give therapy to Diwakar. I come out feeling much better.
No, I never grew up with Karan's films. And I always felt like the odd man out in every conversation in the late 90s because I hadn't seen any Aditya Chopra or Karan Johar films by then. And I was quite old. And I mean, it's not and I was living in Delhi, so it is not so difficult to see them. So I never grew up with his films, and his films were not a part of my universe. Zoya, I know because I mean, I'm truly the odd guy out because Anurag, in spite of his rebellious films, is a part of the industry. Zoya is a part of the industry. I was always somewhere out in the, boondocks. So Zoya actually came and said, I like this film, I like your work, and you and I have to be friends. It was as clear as that. So she kind of adopted me, and because of that, and then after that, it was a series of reality checks from Zoya because Zoya tells it like it is. Yeah. So she gave me lots of short, nice lessons of how I should get my head out of a certain orifice in my body, and
She's done that to everyone.
and Anurag, again the same thing. He walked up to me after Khosla Ka Ghosla and he hugged me. And I would have never done that because when I saw Black Friday, I was standing outside his circle of admirers and was trying to get in, and shyly walked in and said that I really, really like this film. And where do you go from here? So Anurag walked up to me after Khosla Ka Ghosla and then he hugged me and said, what a film and all that. So all these, I have never walked up to them because that's my limitation. I'm like that, I'm weird.
Have you noticed how everyone's walked up to you?
And you're ignoring us.
Karan, did you also walk up to him after some film?
But his story is the best, actually.
They have left the hang-ups.
His story is the
I
best.
want to know this story. What is the
Because
story?
I must have said it, I've said it to everyone. I walked up to Diwakar, we were on a summit together, a conference together, and I walked up to him and I'd never met him before. So I had seen all his 3 films. And the last one
Three
that I had
films
seen,
being Khosla-
Khosla Ka Ghosla, Oye Lucky Lucky Oye, and LSD.
Okay.
And LSD, the word that came to my mind when I saw it was genius. I mean, I thought it was genius. And I think I even gushed about it on every platform I could find. So I went up to this man and I'm senior to all of them. In a sense, like I'm older than all of them
And he's
in
known.
film. In film. Like I started when I was 24, 25. So I'm much older in terms of my body of work. So I went up like almost with a senior baggage to compliment a junior. And I said like, I loved all 3 of your films and I'm a big fan. And Diwakar looked at me and said, thank you, and walked off. And I was like, oh, okay.
Not like that. I must have said, how I do that?
Now I realize how it must have been.
you.
Yeah, you must have said thank you very. It almost looked like he was patronizing my compliment and he walked off. So I'm like,
Ouch.
I'm like, really? I mean, I have to stop complimenting people. Like it was like some kind of a moment I had. I should stop gushing about people because he didn't say anything bad. He could have said, I like your toe, I like your shoe, I like your hand, I like your eyes. He could have said anything to me just to continue. I
Divakar,
would
have you made up for that now since you guys have been
yeah,
working so
we
closely?
made up.
Kind of, but the point goes, it proves that I'm weird, and the fact is that these guys are far more generous and have far less hang-ups than I have, and I'm learning that.